3, Juliana Rivera. Number 12, Nicole Damasino. Number 15, Cameron Everett. Number 23, Casey Martinez. And number 25, Abby Falkowski. Everett is coached by Todd. Now it's starting line for your Somerville Highlanders. Number 1, Number 12, Nora Connolly. Number 21, Regan Connolly. Number 22, Ava Martin. And number 24, Berticia Morales. The Highlander coach is Ricardo Connolly.
Hello and welcome to Somerville Highlander Girls Basketball on Somerville Ed TV. I'm Todd Harmon alongside Jack Connolly. And tonight the Highlanders host the Everett Tide of the Crimson Tide, I should say, of Everett, as the Tide comes in with an overall record of 2-2, 2-1 in the GBL. Highlanders, of course, 4-2 overall, 3-0 in the GBL as they return to league play tonight, Jack, after going 1-2. Two really tough losses, a double overtime loss at O'Brien, and then a 4-point loss here against Swampscott, along with a victory over Concord Carlisle. So they're back into the GBL right now, Jack, with the opportunity to really seize hold of that top spot.
And Todd, let me tell you, even though those losses were a couple of that double overtime, a heartbreaker that it is going to help this team, especially when we have 3 sophomores playing. It's going to be something that's going to take forward going on into league play, especially as we get farther into the season. Believe it or not, those losses will be helpful later on the season.
So look at the starters on the floor for the Highlanders. We've got Ava Martin starting at center. She'll take the tip. Regan Antonelli, along with Nora Gamache, Gertisha Morellis, and Amari Kergo. Over on the Crimson Tide side, Juliana Rivera, Abby Falkowski, Nicole Damasino, Kat Landaverde, and Casey Martinez are your starters as the Highlanders turn that one over under the basket. Stolen away, wound up with Kat Landaverde, but the outlet pass as she tried to get it to Rivera goes out of bounds. Highlanders looking to bounce back after that tough 4-point loss to Swampscott. Nora Gamache running the point for them. As Antonelli with the runner off glass, that'll roll home for Regan Antonelli. As she starts things off for the Highlanders, they lead 2-0. Driving in is Rivera. She kicks it out. 3-pointer from the left wing put up by Landaverde. No good. Long rebound brought out by Gamache. She's running the floor quickly. She drives in, the runner off glass, no good, but there's Ava Martin with a tough rebound underneath. Excellent work by Ava Martin as she puts that one up and in.
And she jumped backwards in order to get the opportunity to lay that up off the glass. Very good move, Tom.
Turnover there for Everett. So Highlander defense forcing that one. Highlanders with the 4-0 lead. Everett looking for the full court pressure. Kergo can't quite control the pass. As Landaverde drives in, foul's going to be called. That's going to go against Gamache, her first personal. Team's first as well. Kat Landaverde at the line for 2. First shot up by Landaverde, no good. Gamache struggled with fouls against Swampscott, fouling out of that game midway through the 4th quarter. Landaverde's second free throw rolls home. 4-1 is the Highlander lead. Everett has that opportunity to set up the pressure. As Gamache looks to split the defender, she's able to. The speed of Nora Gamache right there really shown out as Antonelli gets fouled. Rivera reaching in. She's going to get called for that one. Her first, team's first here in the first quarter.
It's Todd, nothing like having that speed from one of your ball handlers to be able to get by that sometimes double team or that midcourt press. Quickest way to do it, get beyond it, and then look for your 2-on-1s down below.
Eva Martin off of the screen from Gertisha Morales down in the corner. Timeout taken by head coach Ricardo Bonhomme, as down in the corner was Ava Martin, and wanted to avoid that possible 5-second call. So head coach Bonhomme going to take the opportunity here to get the timeout. The Highlanders opening out a long run of GBL play, as they will be playing GBL games and road games after tonight for quite a while to come. The next couple weeks, we will not be back with the Highlanders, Jack, until the Tufts Classic, which is technically a road game. It's going to be at the university, at Tufts University, I should say, as they will be taking on Medford. That's going to be Sunday, January 18th. That will be a noon start for the girls game, a 1:30 start for the boys game. A great day of basketball there on that early Sunday afternoon, the 18th. If you can get out to Tufts University, make sure you join us at historic Cousins Gymnasium for that Tufts Classic, as the girls from Medford undefeated in the GBL, as well as the Highlanders. They're currently tied for first place.
It's going to be a lot of fun, Todd. We've worked at it several times now, and it really also isn't not as good basketball between the two cities, but it's kind of a reunion of a lot of former Highlanders and Medford Mustang alumni who come out and show up and enjoy watching the game at nearby Tufts University.
The inbounds comes to Ava Martin, out Antonelli. Antonelli out to the right wing, that's Kergo. Drops it to Gamache with the motion offense. Gamache will kick it back to Martin on the right wing, back to Gamache. She'll drive in, gives it to Morales. Nice dish there, but travel called on Morales. She took the stutter step there, running towards the basket.
It was really well designed, Todd. The play design was terrific. That little quick stutter step, she was so anxious to lay it up. That back foot move, and that was it.
Rivera drives in against Morales, and she earns the contact and the foul on Morales. She'll go to the line for two. Gertisha picks up her first, team's second here in the first quarter. Highlanders with the 4-1 lead, as Rivera looks to cut it to a 1-point Highlander lead if she makes both. First shot up by Rivera, no good. Second one by Rivera, that one's good. Full court pressure being applied. Highlanders get it to Antonelli, down to Martin, but it's stolen away as Rivera comes away with it. Rivera dishes that one off. Shot put up, no good, but they're putting that one back up was Landaverde. Is Landaverde able to tie this game up at 4? The pressure defense for the Tide causing problems for the Highlanders. So they get that one to Gamache. Legs getting tied up there between Casey Martinez and Nora Gamache. Martinez down on the floor, took a rough tumble that time. So Gamache quickly up. Martinez helped to her feet now. Looks like she'll be all right as well. Good to see that after that contact.
Both legs locked, and that's what ended up happening. Both legs locked, and went down hard. Highlander basketball.
Martinez called for that foul as Gamache misses the baseline mid-range. Antonelli drives in. Morales gets the rebound on that miss. Three-pointer put up by Gamache, no good. Long rebound comes out. Martinez comes away with it. Martinez will run the point here for the Tide. Gives that one off to Rivera. Highlanders settling into his own defense. Amari Kergo, good anticipation, gets out there on that pass. She's driving in against Rivera, and Rivera is going to get called for the foul. As Kergo was fouled on the floor, that's going to be Rivera's second personal, team's third foul here in the first quarter. Highlanders will inbounds underneath their basket, tied up 4-4. As Morales gets it over to Gamache. Cargo will take that shot. Cargo will make that shot. Highlanders take the 3-point lead. There's Amari Cargo again looking to steal that one away. Good anticipation again, but not quite able to save it from out of bounds as she got into the passing lane yet again, blocking that pass to Martinez. Under 5 minutes remaining here in the first quarter as Rivera looking for the entry pass there. Foul's going to get called as Cargo reaching in.
Somerville foul number 1, Amari Cargo. First personal 13.
That's Amari's third team foul on the Highlanders as Ashley Heath was the one fouled. Long three. Gamache may have gotten a finger on that from Casey Martinez. Instead, they're going to say no. It went out of bounds. Gamache did not get the touch, so the Highlanders will get the ball. As they tried to get it to Martin, Rivera tried to anticipate. Martin was able to get it away from her. Got tied up with Landa Verde. Out ahead, though, is Gamache as she drives in, gets the contact. She'll go to the line looking for two as Nicole Damasceno will be charged with that foul.
And there's that quickness we talked about earlier, Todd, to be able to get up the floor quickly, as Nora did. Picked up the foul, and here she goes.
First foul on Damasceno, fourth foul on the Crimson Tide, so the Highlanders will be shooting free throws the remainder of this first quarter. 4:34 remaining. Gamache makes the first, misses the second, didn't get rim. So the ball will go over to the Crimson Tide. Highlanders setting up their four-court defense as the pass into Martinez. They get it back to Martinez. She's able to break it to Landa Verde. Landa Verde tried to cross it, looking for Heath, but there was Gertisha Morellis, the queen of the lane. Pass down to Cargo, and Amari finishes off the assist from Gamache.
Beautiful ball handling and passing that result in the layup. Everett's looking for a timeout now to see if they can slow down and reorganize a little bit. They have a little problem with that press. The Highlanders doing a good job getting over midcourt, creating that 2-on-1 or 3-on-2 advantage. Coach is going to want to talk about what they're going to do and who they're going to try and slow down. Obviously, Nora Gamache is using her speed and getting through it pretty easily. My guess is that Coach Ricardo is going to think about maybe deciding a different way of trying to break the press by keeping Ava Martin out of the middle and see if they can move the ball to the sideline with the speed that somebody like Nora Gamache has.
So Highlanders bursting out with a 6-0 run here, keyed by 5 points by Amari Cargo. Great defensive effort down there in the low post as well as Gertisha Morellis continues. We talked about her throughout the beginning of the season, Jack. Her defensive presence and rebounding presence inside the lane, really something the Highlanders are really appreciating and enjoying this season from her.
And I would bet right now that Coach Ricardo Bernard just talked to the girl, listen, we're going to be on the free throw line. Let's be aggressive going to the basket or aggressively rebounding the offensive misses simply because we pick up a foul when we're shooting two.
Number 3, Juliana Rivera for Everett, already 2 fouls in this game early on. So somebody the Highlanders might want to try to move the ball towards in those situations. Landa Verde looking to drive in against Martin. There's Morellis again with the hands in the lane. Now Martinez drives in. Her shot is no good. Heath gets the rebound. She'll put that one up, and she puts that one home as Ashley Heath taking care of that one. Travel going to be called on Ava Martin.
And if you notice, Todd, Ava, instead of being in the middle of the floor, she was off a good 10 steps away. They were trying to get the ball up the sideline. Ava was a little bit too much of a hurry and shuffled those back feet, resulting in the travel call.
Now Casey Martinez trying to break down Nora Gamache. That's not going to happen easily. Landa Verde not able to get past Martin. Kicks it back to Martinez. Out to Rivera. As Miriam Ramadan out on the floor for the Highlanders, number 4, picked up that Rivera defensive assignment. Offensive foul's going to be the call. Ava Martin, great positioning there. And Landa Verde called for the offensive foul, pushing off with the elbow. It's now Gamache. They try to trap. They get it forward to Ramadan. Ramadan needs to watch out as Martinez came up behind her. Teammates got to let her know somebody's coming from behind on that play. 3:10 remaining in the first quarter. Highlanders up by 4 as Rivera goes down to the floor. Ran into Martinez as Martinez was working her way over the screen. Two Everett players colliding there, both up okay, but the turnover goes over to the Highlanders. 3:05 remaining here in the first quarter. Gamache gets it to Martin. Martin defended tightly by Landaverde. Comes off the screen, goes in, puts that one up and in. And she'll go to the line looking for the and one. Good power there shown by Ava Martin as she worked right through Kat Landaverde's defense. And Landaverde picks up her second.
And they, as we mentioned just a bit earlier, Todd, Ava was going to the basket, and even if she didn't make that, it would have resulted in 2 shots nonetheless, because Everett is now over the bonus situation for the high school.
Ava misses the and one, but rebound run down by Kergo. Gets it into Morellis. Nice pass to the foul line there. Morellis was quick to move towards the bucket, earn that contact. She'll go to the line for 2.
And for the audience, in high school the last couple of years, fouls, once you've had 5 fouls in a specific period, you automatically shoot 2 shots. Most people grew up knowing that when you reach 7 fouls, you shoot 1-on-1. National Federation got rid of that, and now it's 5 fouls per period, reset each quarter.
Makes the game much faster, to be honest with you, as Morellis misses both of those.
Best rule change in 20 years, Todd.
As Rivera fires that one looking for Heath down at the low block. Couldn't quite handle the spicy mustard, though. Out of bounds, Highlanders will get it after the turnover by Everett, leading by 6. 2:35 remaining here in the first quarter. Is Miriam Ramadan ready to inbounds this one? Fiona Rickson, number 11, also out on the floor for the Highlanders, getting her first action this evening. As Gamache is going to be fouled there by Martinez, as Martinez did not grant her room there. Lots of foul trouble going here for Everett, as 4 of their starters have 2 fouls apiece. Rivera, Damasceno, Landaverde, and Martinez all with 2 fouls apiece. Gamache will be at the line for 2. First one by Nora is up. That one's good.
Don't be surprised, Todd, if the Everett coach decides to say, let's pull this back a little bit, and maybe we'll just put a little pressure on at midcourt so we don't pick up those 3rd fouls on those starters.
Gamache makes both. Highlanders now with the 8-point lead, their biggest of the game. 2.5 minutes remaining in the quarter. As Rivera running the point here, defended by Antonelli. Gives it off to Landaverde. Landaverde kicks that one out. Martinez now driving. And a foul's going to be called. Push off there, as that will go against Miriam Ramadan. That's her first, team's 4th, so Everett will shoot the remainder of this quarter as well, as the Highlanders will obtain their 5th foul if they commit one. Landaverde with the inbounds there.
And there you are with that 5th foul, Todd.
Good inbounds play, getting Heath off of a screen. And Kergo picks up the foul. That's going to be her 2nd, team's 5th. So the Crimson Tide will be at the line the remainder of this quarter as well. First shot up by Heath, no good. Second shot by Heath, no good. Rebound. It's going to go against the Crimson Tide on the rebound. See who that foul is going to be assessed against, or was it a lane violation? I believe it might have been a lane violation.
Yeah, there was no foul was called.
2 minutes 2:05 to be exact remaining as Gamache, little stutter step there, just flies right past Rivera. Rivera very well aware she's already got 2 fouls. You could tell on that play.
And you could see what a great job what Nora saw. The opening kept going, knowing that she's going to be shooting.
As Rivera drives in, that's blocked. Martin comes back the other way, looking to go coast to coast as Ava can't quite finish over the Everett defense. Out of bounds off the Highlanders as they've made it double digits, 16-6, 1:40 remaining here in the first quarter.
Very good play by Martin, going right to the basket, Todd, to hopefully pick up a foul, or at least getting an opportunity, especially since to be shooting.
It's Martinez now, driving the right wing. Goes in. Runner is up, no good. As Antonelli was there to help out defensively, Martin gets the rebound. Highlanders out quickly. Pass comes to the right wing. Miriam Ramadan out to Gamache. Gamache to Martin, defended there by Landaverde. Kicked out to Ramadan. Ramadan called for the travel. I think she was thinking maybe I'll take this corner 3, but then the defense closed out Ashley Heath very quickly closing out, and the stutter step taken.
That back foot move, referee 7 feet away, couldn't miss that call. Easy one to call.
1 minute to play, first quarter.
1 minute remaining here in the first quarter as Martinez has it, defended by Gamache. Gets it to Landaverde. Back to Martinez on the left wing. She'll drive in. A little hook action there across the lane. No good. Rebound pulled away by Gamache. She's got Antonelli out in front. Leads her just a little bit too much, but good save there by Regan as it didn't get out of bounds. Now Eva Martin with it. Defended by Landaverde. Driving in. She'll spin up. Pass as Rivera thought she might have gotten a travel there. Knocked the ball out of Martin's hands. Martin just kept pushing it forward and got it in.
And a great non-call. Another referee might have called that a held ball. She waited a split second to see that it was not. Martin picked up the basket.
Landaverde now, top of the key, kicks it to Martinez, left wing. No good for Casey Martinez. Long rebound goes out, came off the fingertips of, I believe, Miriam Ramadan. So with 4.2 seconds remaining in the quarter, Everett will inbounds on the far sideline. See if they can get freed up for a shot here in the 4.2, trailing by 12. Martinez gets a good look at it, but misses the three-pointer from the top of the key. Highlanders leading 18-6 here at the end of the first quarter.
Todd, the story here is that the Highlanders were able to get the Crimson Tide into the bonus situation, so they were shooting with well over 4 minutes, half the period. They were going to be at the foul line no matter what the call was going to be, should there be a foul. So they were very aggressive going to the basket. Terrific moves by Ava Martin, and we got to say what a help Antonelli has been, especially coming down the last time. She's able to use her length, keep the ball active in play and the clock moving. Good first period by the Highlanders right now with a 12-point lead, and Everett's got some serious foul trouble right now.
No doubt about that, as 4 of the 5 starters for Everett, 2 fouls already, and we're just about to begin the second quarter of play. Of course, I mentioned the Highlander girls team going out on the road. They have a long road trip coming up. That means the boys are going to be in here at Bruin Fieldhouse as they are 5-1 overall, 2-1 in the GBL. They have a run of home games coming up, so I hope Kevin Scott and Jeff Argenziano, they're taking their lozenges, they're drinking their tea, because they got a lot of talking to do here on Somerville Ed TV. They're going to have Lynn Classical in here on Tuesday the 13th, Revere on Friday the 16th. Those will both be at 7 o'clock. Then that big Sunday Tufts Classic, that will be at 1:30 at Cousins Gymnasium, historic Cousins Gymnasium. And then they will finish with another home game against Chelsea, the only team that's beaten them so far this year. That'll be Tuesday, January 20th. So a big run, 4 straight games here on Somerville Ed TV coming up. Kevin Scott, Jeff Argenziano, they'll have the call of those games. Make sure you've mashed your buttons, like, share, subscribe, so you can keep track of the boys team as well as the girls team, both having great seasons so far this year. So we are underway here in the second quarter. Gamache, a little poke there, not quite able to get it away from Martinez. Rivera driving in and called for the travel.
Good call by the referee, Todd. She was in good position to notice the ball being picked up in 2 quick steps, plus the third one down, easy call for her.
Rivera anticipating the foul there. Rickson did a good job getting into position, and there was some contact, but Rivera could not assume it would be a foul. Did, and gets called for the trap.
There you go.
As Antonelli off the Rickson screen, she'll put up the 3. That one's no good. As Damasceno pulls down the rebound, gets it out to Martinez. As Martinez dribbling down into the corner and tried to get that to Damasceno, but stolen away. Then Rivera steals the outlet pass looking for Antonelli, and a foul is going to be called there against Amari Kergo as Rivera came in against her. Kergo, the only Highlander in foul trouble, really. Now she has 3 here in the beginning of the second quarter. Highlanders with 1 team foul here in the second quarter, 7:02 remaining. Rivera looks to inbounds. Gets it out. Landaverde's shot is up. It's no good. Miriam Ramadan, good position there for the rebound. As Gamache now breaking the pressure. Looks for a screen there from Martin. She gets it open for the 3. Got hacked on that one, but not called, unfortunately. That's why the shot was short. As Antonelli puts up the 3, no good. Rebound came off of Ramadan's hands, and Martinez wound up with it. There's Gamache, good anticipation, stealing that one away. Pass out ahead to Antonelli. Doesn't come any easier than that when you turn defense into offense.
That's a tremendous play by Nora Gamache. Antonelli going, she made a beautiful pass, so Antonelli all had to do was come in and lay up off the glass. Great defensive play, turning into offense.
As Rivera puts up the 3-pointer, Antonelli gets called for the foul. She picks up her first personal. Rivera will go to the line to shoot 3. She is 1 for 2 from the line tonight.
And I think right now Coach Bonomi is telling Miss Antonelli that shot out there, hands straight up. You don't need to pick up a foul. The percentages are pretty low from that distance. Hands straight up, a little bit too aggressive, resulting in a foul and the 3 shots.
Rivera misses the first of the 3. As Gertisha Morales checking back into the game for Fiona Rickson. Rivera misses the second as well. Rivera now 1 for 4 from the line. Third free throw is good by Rivera. 2 points for Rivera tonight. Both have come at the free throw line. Highlanders leading by 13. 6:10 remaining in the first half. As the Tide extends that defense out again. Gamache, she'll just swing right by Martinez, gets it out to Antonelli, corner 3 from Regan. Antonelli hits nothing but the bottom of the net. Highlanders out to a 16-point lead now. Landaverde drives into the paint. Shot is up, no good. Damasceno there to pull down the rebound, put it right back up. Good, strong move there by Nicole Damasceno. Gamache trapped in the corner. Foul's going to be called. So that's going to go against Martinez. Martinez will pick up her third personal. First team foul for the Tide here in the second quarter. Ramadan gets that one into Gamache. Travel is going to be the call against Nora Gamache as the trap came in the form of Landaverde, and Martinez again shuffled the feet a bit. Ball inbounded, winds up with Damasceno, and Damasceno gets fouled. That'll go on Antonelli. That's her second personal, third team foul here in the second quarter. as Nicole Damasceno at the foul line. First one up by Damasceno is good. That one bandied about, and Ava forgot where she was for a moment.
It does happen. It does happen.
Ava thought she was on the other end of the floor, elevated, had a really good-looking shot there, but not one you want to take.
And in a case like that, 2 points is scored for the other team. It's just put as an additional 2 points. It is not credited to any one person. It's just put in the scorebook as 2 points, uses a little asterisk.
Inbounds to Martinez in the corner. Gets it down to Fulkowski. There is Ava Martin with the defense as Landa Verde had nowhere to go with that ball. Now Gamache defended by Martinez. She'll go around her. Good pass to Martin. Martin puts the shot up, no good. Morella saves it from going out of bounds, and Gamache with the wild shot there, but it winds up picking up the rebound. Harrison now will drive in, trying the shot. As Juliana Harrison getting some time out there, her first time of the evening. She and Morellis, along with Miriam Ramadan, the three seniors on this team.
She made a nice attempt going inside, but just lost control of the ball. Didn't even make it up to the basket, falling out of bounds here. Back with Everett right now.
As Martinez gives it off to Landa Verde. Landa Verde now looks for Martinez at the left wing, defended by Martin. Landa Verde's driving. Good job by Morella staying in front of her. Tried for the steal there, left open the drive for Landa Verde. Her shot is up, it's no good. Knocked out of bounds. I think Martin last to touch it, so it stays with the tie. Martinez gets the inbounds left wing. Gives it to Landa Verde. That's going to be a travel on Kat Landa Verde as she took the stutter step trying to drive past Ava Martin. Highlanders holding on to a 13-point lead. 4:15 remaining in the half. As Gamache able to weave through that pressure and get it across the timeline. Kicks it out to Harrison. Juliana, she'll take that shot. No good. Ramadan with the rebound, gets it to Martin on the right block. Ava Martin puts that up, no good. Battled for it underneath as Morellis goes down with Heath. Jump ball, alternating possession, stays with the Highlanders.
And Gaticia Morellis did a terrific job going back out, fighting for the rebound. And I want to comment how wonderful the job Ava Martin's doing, setting picks outside as the Highlanders bring the ball up over midcourt and quickly positions herself down low. She's really playing a terrific game at the offensive end. Not just shooting, but setting picks and screens, doing a very good job setting up her teammates.
Martin also the leading scorer in the first quarter, 6 points. In the game tonight is Ramadan's inbounds to Gamache. A little too far, knocked out of bounds.
That's where a bounce pass comes in really handy, Todd, to make sure.
Love the bounce pass. You know I do, Jack. Martinez gives it off to Landa Verde. Landa Verde puts up the shot as Ramadan was coming up from behind. She's going to get charged with the foul. She pushed off there. Her second, team's fourth, so Everett will be shooting the remainder of the half here with 3:33 remaining. It's Kat Landa Verde at the line. She's 1 for 2 from the line. First one up by Landa Verde is in. Antonelli checking back into the game. Ramadan will head to the bench with her 2 fouls. Second shot up by Landa Verde, in and out. Ava Martin able to get the rebound. Now Antonelli, nobody defending her there, gets right into the right wing, passes it down to Morellis, and there was a travel there by Gartisha as she tried to spin away from her defender.
Now they had an open path to the basket. She was so anxious to get there and just couldn't get the ball down quick enough.
As Martinez passes up the look to Heath, gets it down to Fulkowski. Fulkowski saves it from going out of bounds. Foul's going to be called. Nope,
And it's
kicking.
out of bounds, yep.
Got an Everett player for the kick. Turnover to the Highlanders. As Rivera checking back into the game. Martinez will head to the bench. Harrison inbounding to Gamache. They get it forward to Martin. Martin gets it to Morellis. Morellis trying to get it over to Regan Antonelli. I'd love to see a bounce pass there, Jack.
That would have been solved the problem. It was a very well-designed play. That little hesitation at the end, that bounce pass would have got it to Antonelli, so would have a pretty easy layup had it got through. Still Highlander ball, however.
Just under 3 minutes remaining in the half. Highlanders with the 12-point lead. As, let's see here, 22, I believe, is going to get called. Heath is going to get called. Yep, for making contact with the ball while defending the inbounds. That will be her first personal. Second team foul here in the second quarter against Everett. So is that a technical foul, Jack?
They had, the first thing is supposed to be a warning. Evidently the referee had warned someone not to do that. They did. Technical foul, 2 shots, and the big thing, Todd, you also retained possession of the basketball. So
Antonelli at the line for the 2 shots. Highlanders will get this ball back after the free throws as she misses the first. Second shot by Antonelli is up, no good. Highlanders will get the inbounds here on the near sideline. Harrison gets it into Gamache. Fulkowski is defending her. Antonelli with Rivera on her. Comes off the pick. A second pick there for Morellis. Out to Harrison now. Harrison. Skip pass over to Gamache. Now to the corner where Antonelli is. She backs in against Rivera. Turns, fires. No good. Rebound. Knocked around. Rivera comes out with it. She's running the floor. That's going to go out of bounds as Antonelli was able to very effectively get in the way, kind of use the sideline to her benefit there and cause the turnover.
that sideline is just another defender. When somebody comes up that side, many coaches have said, please bring it back into the middle, because that sideline is just one more defender. There's a perfect example of it right there. Great job by young Antonelli.
Martin off the screen for Morellis. Jumper from the foul line is pure. That is a great play.
And that is a shot you don't see very often these days, Todd, is that free throw line shot, that mid-range jump shot. Ava Martin, textbook shot, great opportunity. The middle was wide open. She took advantage of it.
Curl right off that screen like she did. Now Landaverde came off a screen. Harrison picked her up very ably. There was Martin with the block on Heath. And Harrison comes away with the ball and some speed as Juliana Harrison. Looking to pass that to the interior, comes out to Morellis, and now Antonelli has it. So Highlanders reset their offense with Gamache running the point. Screen there from Morellis. She's open for the 3. She'll take the 3. No good. Antonelli, great position on the interior. Reaches up with the one arm and pulls down that rebound and is fouled on the putback attempt.
And Todd, it looks like the Highlanders are owning the offensive rebound opportunity. Every time they put up a shot, Martin, Morellis, or Antonelli have been right there. Perfect opportunity right now for the Highlanders at the free throw line.
Juliana Rivera picking up her 3rd personal. 3rd team foul against the Crimson Tide. Antonelli struggling from the free throw line, though. Missed both technical free throws and the first of these 2. 3 straight misses for Regan. 7 points in the game so far for Regan. Second free throw up by Antonelli. That one's no good as well. as Heath gets the rebound. Verde will bring it across with 1:20 remaining. Verde knifes in, splits the defenders there between Antonelli and Martin. Coming off that screen, nice move by her.
Very well done. She went right between the two of them and went up for the easy layup.
Gamache uses the speed. She puts that one home for the Highlanders.
1 minute to play in the second quarter.
As Martinez is going to be fouled. Foul's going to go against Gamache. That's going to be her second.
Solo foul number 12, Nora Gamache.
It's going to be 2 shots actually for Martinez. That'll be the 5th foul against the Highlanders with just under a minute remaining here in the half. So Martinez will be at the line. Her first opportunity from the line tonight.
First foul, 15.
First shot by Martinez is no good. Boy, that went in and right back out. Second one by Martinez, back iron, no good. Martin with the rebound. Good defense there. As Verde comes away with it. Martin looking to control there. Verde gets the good reach in there, ties that ball up, and the Tide will get it with 47.4 seconds remaining. As Heath looking to inbounds, gets it to the corner. So working around Verde now with it. Tried to take a hard step there to fake out Ava Martin. Ended up stutter stepping and traveling. Highlanders will get it on the turnover. Highlander defense frustrating this Crimson Tide offense.
And the Highlanders shouldn't be in a hurry on this one with a 14-point lead. Shot clock very much in their favor.
J.C. Brathwaite out on the floor, the young freshman. She had it in the corner for a moment. Now Rickson back into Martin. As Martin steps under. Great job there by Ava Martin, keeping her balance and able to put that ball up and in.
And took what they gave her, Todd. Terrific play. She moved up and under, went up off the glass and in.
Martinez kicks it off to Falkowski, and Falkowski gets the point. Nice move there and dish by Martinez. 3 seconds remaining in the half as Gamache will dribble past the defense and dribble out the half. The Highlanders lead here at the half, 29-15, Jack. A good opening half for the Highlanders against a quality Everett squad.
And the problem for Everett's going to be, Todd, as we talked earlier, their starters, forward starters, I believe, with multiple fouls. It's going to be a little bit of a problem for the Everett team to continue with this pressure if they're going to keep picking up the fouls that they did. Got a 14-point lead right now. The Highlanders are in a very good position. I'm sure Coach Bonhomme is going to be telling players to go to the basket, because if you miss, we've been controlling the offensive board. Keep taking those shots close to the basket, and no reason to be in a hurry. Let's eat up some of the clock, work the ball down and low, see if we can pick up a few more fouls.
Highlanders lead this one by 14 at the half. We will be back for second half action here from Bruin Fieldhouse on Somerville and TV. We are back at Bruin Fieldhouse. Todd Harmon alongside Jack Connolly here on Somerville and TV. Highlanders leading the Crimson Tide of Everett by 14 points, 29-15. As the Highlanders looking over their scoring from the first half. Ava Martin leading all scorers with 10 points. Regan Antonelli and Nora Gamache 7 points apiece. And Amari Kergo has 5 points for the Highlanders. Over on the Everett side of the ledger, Kat Landaverde, leading scorer for the Tide with 6 points. Abby Falkowski has 4. Juliana Rivera 2. And Nicole Damasceno with 3 points for the Crimson Tide as we are underway. Highlanders with the ball. Antonelli immediately heading down to the low block. We were kind of talking about it during halftime, Jack, as Regan Antonelli growing, getting taller, getting more length with her abilities out there, and we're seeing her down in the low block a bit more.
And she went up and then went under with the right hand off the glass, which is a very, very good move. She took what the defense gave her.
As Rivera misses the jumper, Martin able to chase down the rebound. Highlanders looking to go down floor as Gamache trying to get that down to Kurgo. And Damasceno in the area, I think, got in the way of that pass possibility. 7:19 remaining, just underway here in the third quarter. Highlanders matching their largest lead of the game at 16, 31-15. Crimson Tide dealing with foul trouble as Juliana Rivera, their point guard there with the ball, has 3 personal fouls. She drives in, tries to kiss that off the glass. No good. Nice defense by Antonelli, forcing an alteration to the shot. As Martin came away with the rebound. Here's Gamache defended by Martinez. Martinez also has 3 fouls for the Crimson Tide. Landaverde has 2, and Damasceno with 2 as well. As Ava Martin goes in, challenging Damasceno, and Martin comes out the better of it as she kisses that one off of glass.
Great pick was set by Morales so that Martin could come around, and there was a terrific move because she had to turn, leverage herself, and lay it off the glass. Great move.
Landaverde, she'll take the mid-range look. No good. Ava Martin, nice position there in front of Damasceno, comes away with the rebound. Now Antonelli. Looking for help there, gets it to Martin, top of the key, provides the screen. Martin spins off of Landaverde, puts it up, no good. There's Gamache with the board, no good, but there's Morales with the board. She puts that one up, no good. Gertisha, don't put the ball on the floor. Don't bring the ball down and put it on the floor.
As we said in the first half, the Highlanders are owning the rebounding right now, and there were 4 opportunities right there. Unfortunately, missed at the end, but Morales unfortunately dribbled the ball and could have just put it right up and might have scored.
So it's such a natural impulse to bring that ball back down, but if you keep it up high above the shoulders, you get a much better look, a much quicker shot, and a much higher opportunity percentage-wise to make that shot. Good defense by the Highlanders. So they're able to knock that one away. Crimson Tide setting up that full court pressure. Highlanders have done a nice job breaking through it. A couple turnovers off the pressure, but mainly they've been able to work the pressure with Ava Martin right there in the center of things. And Gertisha Morales is going to get called for the travel there as Gamache gave her the bounce pass too.
It was a textbook play. Everything was set up just perfect. Everything was terrific except for that little happy feet at the end. Great play though, breaking the press.
I don't know. Gertisha may have been surprised she was so open for that shot.
I think that's been in such a hurry to get to the basket.
As Martinez defended by Gamache in the corner. Comes off of Gamache's leg. So Everett will get the possession here, reset the shot clock. Now Martinez. And the travel there as Martinez dribbled into big trouble, getting between Gamache and Antonelli, 2 very capable ball defenders there, causing the turnover. Quick pass to Kurgo. Beautiful one-touch passing as the Highlanders able to break the pressure easily. Gamache down low to Martin. Gives it off to Morales. And Morales is going to get called for the travel again as she elevated to pull down that pass.
I got to say, it was Ava Martin. She easily could have taken the shot herself, but she was very unselfish. Gave the ball up to Morales, unfortunately traveled. But that play is very well designed. Everett doesn't have an answer for them.
Quick timeout here by Everett head coach Riley Dunn as the Highlanders have, let's see here, the 18-point lead, their biggest of the game. 4:59 remaining here in the third quarter. Gives me an opportunity once again to reference the Tufts Classic that's coming up. Just a huge, huge game for the Highlanders in the GBL. Sunday, the 18th of January at noon, the Highlanders will face off against the Medford Mustangs. The noon game is the girls' game at Cousins Gymnasium, historic Cousins Gymnasium. And then the boys' game will be after that at 1:30. We'll have coverage, myself and Jack Connolly. We'll have coverage of that girls' game at noon. But you got to come down to Cousins Gymnasium. You can watch the video later. We'll have it posted on our YouTube channel, and I know you guys are all subscribers out there. But you got to come down to Cousins. You got to check out that old traditional gym. It's a great day of basketball between two really, really tough rivals, and it's just a lot of fun.
We're going to have a really good time doing that, Todd. It's got a classic atmosphere with the stands very close to the court. You're right on top of it. You can hear the players, the coaches, the officials as they're going about doing the game. It's really a compact arena to watch a game in, and there'll be plenty of parking available, and I won't be surprised if there's a parking code, so the parking lot will be free for people. Huge garage there as well. The tee is right there. No excuse for not coming by on that beautiful Sunday.
No doubt about it. That'll be January 18th, starting at noon. Girls game at noon, boys game at 1:30. If you can't make it, we'll have coverage here on Somerville Ed TV of the girls game. Jack and I will take care of that. And of course, Kevin Scott, Jeff Argenziano, they will be taking care of the boys portion of the day at 1:30. Just a great day of basketball there at Cousins Gymnasium. So the Highlanders able to force the turnover. Antonelli finding a wide open Gamache. Gamache not quite able to handle it quickly. Cargo though, three-pointer wide open, no good. Gamache gets the rebound and she's fouled quickly.
Very heads-up play by Nora Gamache, Todd, because instead of moving out, she moved inward. It was a perfect position to pick up that ball and rebound and go up, get fouled, and here she is on the free throw line.
As Nicole Damasceno picks up her third personal, team's first here in the third quarter. First free throw by Gamache is good. There's Nora now, 4 for 5 from the line. Second shot by Gamache, that one's good as well. Good free throw shooting there by Nora Gamache tonight, 5 for 6 from the line. 20-point lead for the Highlanders. As Rivera drives the left-hand part of the lane,
nice
goes
move.
up, good runner there by Juliana Rivera. She makes her first field goal of the game. Now Antonelli trapped in the corner, finds Gamache, quick pass out to Rickson, as Fiona Rickson goes in, and Rickson gets the point.
That's how you beat the press, Todd. Quick passing, nice pass, easy layup.
Three-pointer put up by Rivera, no good. Deep three there. Gamache gets the rebound, splits the defenders, and she's off to the races. Gives it off to Antonelli, who puts up the shot and will go to the line for the and one, as I believe Rivera's picked up her fourth.
What a beautiful bounce pass. So
Bounce
Antonelli could make that easy layup, get fouled, and go to the line.
Bounce pass. Just love saying it. Bounce pass. And love seeing it. Antonelli's free throws up. No good. Regan struggling from the foul line tonight, though. Martinez looking to cross over in front of Gamache. Gamache says, no, ma'am, I'll just take that ball away.
Martinez just a little bit too much of a hurry, knowing that they're down quite a bit, trying to be a little bit too quick.
Highlanders build now a 22-point lead with 3:40 remaining. Quick hands there by Ashley Heath, but knocked out of bounds, unable to get control of it. Highlanders will inbounds. Mari Cargo gives it up to Gamache. Antonelli now, defended by Landaverde. Looking for help, gets Rickson out at the top of the key. Fiona needs some help, finds Ava Martin down low. Martin driving in against Landaverde. She's called for the travel. As she tried to spin up against the defense there. Turnover goes over to the Crimson Tide. Martinez looking for Landaverde. Ava Martin able to get a hand on that ball and knock it out of bounds. Highlanders doing a nice job tonight, not allowing the passing lanes to be wide open.
And they've been very aggressive, but they haven't been in a hurry. They've been waiting for those loopy passes to get in front of them and pick them up.
As Cargo, defending the inbounds, goes down hard. Great job by Amari getting to that ball and getting down floor with it, but got fouled on her way. That'll go against Landaverde, so Landaverde picks up her third personal. 3 team fouls on the Tide here in the third quarter. Miriam Ramadan back out for the Highlanders. One of those 3 seniors on the team, along with Morellis and Harrison. Gets the inbounds to Antonelli. Spins off the screen from Ava Martin. Ramadan finds Martin at the foul line. Martin makes some space for herself and is able to make the bucket. Just a wonderful move.
And where did she get that pass? At the free throw line. Didn't have an up to shoot. Just took a quick drive off the glass and in.
Young players at home, or if you're the parent of a young player at home who maybe you want them to play in the low post, show Ava Martin, show what Ava Martin does every time down floor on the offensive end specifically. You've talked about it a lot tonight, Jack, to me about how she's hitting those screens. She's picking up at the top, outside at the top of the key, and then immediately rolling down into the low block, making herself available for passes. Just very textbook play out there by Ava Martin.
And uses the backboard, which is key for her positioning.
Might have been a warning to Somerville, I believe, for contact with the ball out of bounds. Already Everett receiving a technical for that earlier tonight. As that pass trying to get it down to Damasceno. Antonelli comes away with it. Antonelli finds Ramadan in the skip pass. Now back out to Gamache where they reset the offense. Now Martin with it, out on the perimeter as Landaverde defends her. Antonelli with the mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound, no, picked up by Rickson. Ramadan drives in, and Miriam Ramadan puts that one home.
Uses the backboard very efficiently. One dribble up and made a great shot from the left side of the basket.
Travel is going to be the call against Landaverde as she took the stutter step trying to get around Ava Martin. We're seeing Ava Martin also with very good perimeter defense against Landaverde tonight, as Landaverde likes to start from the wing and drive into the lane. Ava's not really giving her a lot of room for that.
She is being right there beside her, probably make her feel a little uncomfortable, and she's very quick for her size. So she's done a very nice job of just being in the way.
As Rickson tries to pass that one back to Antonelli, a little give and go. Knocked out by the Crimson Tide. Highlanders will inbounds.
That bounce pass would have worked well there, Todd.
Ah, the bounce pass. Never let it go away. As Rickson gets the inbounds. Bounce pass.
Here we are.
There it is. As Amari Kerga will go to the line looking for the and one.
Everett foul number 21, Kylie Nord.
Kylie Nord gets charged with that foul. That's her first, team's fourth here in the third quarter. Minute 31 remaining. Highlanders will shoot free throws the remainder of that minute 31 as Kergo looks to complete the and one. Free throw by Mari is up, and that is good. Highlanders now extend their lead out to 29 points as they have held the Tide to 2 points thus far here in the third quarter. As Landaverde uses the arm to get around Ava Martin. And that one out of bounds, last touch by the Highlanders. Now Landaverde inbounding. Tried to get it into Nord. As Antonelli got a hand in there and knocked it out. Minute 14 remaining. Highlanders building a huge lead here in the third quarter. As Gamache looks to steal that one away. Martinez pulls it up though, and I think Rickson's going to get called for the or actually I should say Antonelli's going to get called.
Somerville foul number 21, Regan Antonelli.
That'll be 3 on Antonelli.
Third personal, first team.
First team foul here in the third quarter. It's Martinez now. Gets it out to Landaverde. See once again, Landaverde dribbles towards that lane. You see Ava Martin with that great positioning, great hands as well. Out ahead to Amari Cargo, and Amari puts that one up and in. Cargo 8 points in the game, or strike that, 10 points in the game. Martinez loses the ball to Gamache. Antonelli's out ahead. She's going to go up, and travel is going to be the call. I was waiting because I saw the trailing official. I didn't know what he was going to call on that. He ends up calling the travel as Ashley Heath caused that travel coming in defensively on Antonelli. 39.2 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
And Todd, some people might be thinking, well, gee, the other officials seem to be a lot closer, but the angle that the under official had wasn't as good as one as the trail official. You could see Antonelli and the foot movements. He had even though he was far away, he had a good look at the call.
Gamache going to get whistled for that foul against Martinez. Gamache now with 3 personals as well. So 3 Highlander starters with 3 personals now as we near the fourth quarter. And Cargo is going to pick up her 4th. Can't reach in across the offensive player's body. That's going to get called every time, Jack.
It will get called every time. And at the break between now the third and the fourth quarter, Coach Burnham, the clock is our friend. We want to keep the clock moving. We don't need to be reaching. We just play straight up defense, hands up. We've got a sizable lead. We want to keep it. No, not necessary to reach in. You don't need to be super aggressive. Just play straight up and block out when the shots do go up.
Technical foul called against the Highlanders. Cargo making contact with the inbounds. So Landaverde will be at the line shooting 2. First shot by Landaverde is up and it is good. As Cargo is fouled out of this game, that was her 5th personal. Landaverde's second free throw hits every part of the rim except the net.
And Todd, just for the viewers at home, the rule is very specific. When someone is inbounding the ball, the defensive player cannot reach across the plane. You can stand right up against it, your hands up, and you can't reach over and distract the player throwing the ball inbounds. Warnings are given by the referees, and when it happens a second time, it's a technical foul, and that counts towards the total in each period. So, and you lose the ball for that particular play, so it's a big penalty. So, wise move, hands straight up, don't reach over.
3.7 seconds remaining in the third quarter as the Highlanders have extended their lead. Here in the third quarter, they lead by 30 after 3 quarters of play, Jack. A great quarter there for the Highlanders, as unfortunately Amari Cargo fouling out of the game with 10 points total in the game, but she had 5 points in that quarter for the scoring lead for the Highlanders. Regan Antonelli 4 points for 11 points total on the night. Ava Martin 4 points in that quarter as well. She has 14 tonight, and Nora Gamache tacked on another 2 to give herself 9 tonight. And Fiona Rickson and Miriam Ramadan both getting into the scoring book as well with 2 points apiece in that third quarter. It's really nice to see head coach Ricardo Bonome's teams come out of halftime. We spent a lot of time here in Somerville not seeing a lot of adjustments out of halftime, to be blatantly honest with you. Coach Bonome comes out, he sees what he sees in the first half, they make those adjustments, they come out in the third quarter, and they seem to have great third quarters.
And I think the big thing we saw in this half, unfortunately, the couple of travel calls, is how effective they were able to break the press. And unfortunately, just a little bit too bad that Leticia Morales had 2 easy layups and got called for travels when they broke the press in a textbook fashion. Coach Bonome got to give credit for, instead of going through the middle of the floor, he went up the sideline to create that advantage at the end. Very good coaching at the halftime, and to tell his players to go to the basket because Everett had foul trouble. And here we are again now. We've got this 30-point lead. Again, as I mentioned earlier, the clock is your friend. You're not in a big hurry. You've got 35 seconds to take a shot. And if you miss, get the rebound, bring it back out, eat up some more time, make it more difficult for Everett to play catch-up.
Highlanders came into the second half leading by 14. Outscored the Crimson Tide in the third quarter 19-3, a 16-point Highlander advantage in the third quarter. They built this 30-point lead. As Rivera back out on the floor playing with 4 fouls. She'll drive towards the lane. Loses her footing there, called for the travel. Good positioning there by Antonelli. No real contact. Rivera basically got her feet tangled up.
And just fell forward in both feet. That's an easy call.
As Antonelli looking to break the press, and she will, out to Gamache. Gamache, she'll take that 3. No good. Rickson saves it back inbounds, gets it to Ramadan, but she stumbles to the floor as Nord takes it away. Now Rivera out ahead. Goes in against the Highlander defenses. Rickson and Antonelli were there. Rickson's going to pick up that foul, though. As she picks up her first team foul here in the 4th quarter as well. So the Highlanders looking to right the ship after 2 losses outside of league play to O'Brien and Swampscott. Looks like they are doing that this evening, Jack, as Rivera puts in the first.
And the important thing to mention here is that playing defense, when you have a lead like this, you don't need to be trying to steal the ball. Just keep your hands straight and make it difficult for someone to shoot over you. You don't want the clock to stop.
As Antonelli picks up the screen from Ramadan, she'll drive the baseline. She'll put that up, no good. Rebound pulled away by Fokowski. Fokowski out on the open floor. Gets it poked away by Nora Gamache. Out of bounds. Crimson Tide will keep control. 7:11 remaining in the game. Everett gets the inbounds in. Fokowski able to get that one as it went through Gamache's hands, but the pass to Rivera stolen away by Antonelli. As Antonelli goes in and puts it home, turning that defense right into offense. Antonelli now 13 points in the game as Rivera gets it into Nord, and Ava Martin says, no ma'am, you are not going to do that. Gamache down floor, kicks it back to Rickson, and 3 seconds is going to be the call.
Well, again, another textbook play by Ava Martin, Todd. She was in perfect position under the basket and was able to pick that ball up and move the ball up the floor. Very well done. Not surprised there's a timeout called here by Coach Riley Dunn of the Crimson Tide. They've got to try and reorganize quite a bit. They're down over 30 points right now. Trying to be aggressive, trying to get the ball inside. The way is to try and get inside, pick up a foul, stop the clock, and try and penetrate. But the Highlander rebounding at both ends of the floor, offensive and defensively, has been overwhelming for the Crimson Tide right now, Todd.
Well, I'm really impressed defensively with Ava Martin, because not only do we know what Ava does down in the low block, we saw that textbook block there, but she's been handling Cat Landaverde all night long. Cat Landaverde loves to drive. She loves driving the basket. She's got a good, fast first step with the ball, but Ava's had no problem with her. She's been able to stay in front of her, get great position, and she's been helped out by her teammates. Whenever there's a screen that knocks Ava out of that play defensively, whoever is on that screener is picking up Landaverde. They're not allowing Cat Landaverde anything out there, and that's one of the best offensive players for Everett, and Highlander defense is ready for her.
And I can tell you, Ava Martin is playing it straight up, and her hands are straight up over her shoulders. She's not reaching in, she's putting her hands up. And it may not look like it's a great defensive position, but an offensive player now has to either plan on reaching up and over, but Martin is blocked and makes people go a different direction. Extremely wise move, and she's not a very tall player, but she's a very smart player.
Play back underway. Rivera with the ball, defended by Gamache, as Antonelli out on the bench now. So Gamache picks up Rivera, and Rivera still with a tough night, because, well, if Antonelli goes to the bench now, Gamache, who's actually a better ball defender in many cases, just doesn't have the length that Antonelli does, able to handle Rivera. As Gamache now picks up the screen. Over to Ramadan. Ramadan, she'll drive the baseline, but she's called for the travel as she took the stutter step.
And you know, Todd, like anybody, all the officials have their particular emphasis, and tonight the referees have been very emphatic about the travel call, and they are very obvious when you see it. It was pretty clear that players of both teams have had happy feet in their willingness to try and go to the basket a little bit too quickly. That ball has to get out. That back foot picks up. Officials 8 feet away. It's a travel every time.
Svikalski will be at the line, shooting 2. Foul called against Juliana Harrison, her first. Team's second here in the fourth. Svikalski gets the second there. 30-point lead once again for the Highlanders, 50-20. There's Gamache now with the ball. She's got Rickson on the floor with her, who has it right now. Juliana Harrison. Gertisha Morellis. And Morellis again with the travel. She's trying to get to the basket so badly. She just keeps
so
going
anxious,
too quickly.
Yeah. That back foot is up before the ball goes down. It's, I'm sure there'll be repetitive drills all week long.
So now Rivera working against Rickson. And the foul's going to be called, I think, against Rickson. Actually, no, it's going to go against Gamache. That's Nora's 4th personal. 3rd team foul here in the 4th quarter. Highlanders have already lost Amari Cargo as she fouled out, ending the 3rd quarter. They get it to Nord. Nord dribbles towards the lane, gets it off to Fikowski, and the foul's going to be called. As that will go against Juliana Harrison. That's her 2nd personal. 4th team foul, so 5. The next foul for the Highlanders will be their 5th here in the 4th quarter, so Everett will shoot the remainder of this game with 5 minutes remaining. As Nord puts that one up over Morellis, no good. Morellis gets the board. Gamache out ahead to Ramadan. Ramadan finds Rickson. Rickson, good job keeping that base foot down there as Morellis finds Harrison. Left wing for Harrison, no good. Morellis gets the rebound. Kicks it back out to Gamache. Gamache looking for some help, gets it from Ramadan in the left wing. Ramadan off the Gamache screen, drives into the paint and is called for the travel. Looked like she was looking to pass that ball away and kind of half picked it up, and that's what got the travel.
She was in control of the ball and both feet were moving before it came back down again. Very easy call for the official to make. There's no reason the Highlanders should be super aggressive defensively. Their hands should be straight up, not reaching in, just hands up.
As Rivera's shot, no good. Rickson will shepherd that one out of bounds. Heady play there by Fiona Rickson. Of course, Rickson, a stalwart defensive sweeper for the Highlanders girls soccer team. Basically the keystone to their defense, as she was absolutely fantastic throughout the soccer season. Showing some of that headiness that I got to see on the soccer pitch from her right there.
Right there, she just stood in the way of the defender, so she couldn't get near the ball when it went out of bounds. Highlander picked it up. There's Nora Gamache taking her time, had the open shot, taking it up, and guess who's there for the rebound?
Morellis was right there, but it got knocked out of her hands and last touched by the Highlanders. So the Tide will get it as we near 4 minutes remaining in the game.
Hands up, no reaching, no reaching.
That shot put up by Heath, no good. As Rickson comes away with the rebound. Now Gamache off the Rickson screen. The runner is put up by Nora, and she'll go to the foul line.
It's a good move to go to the basket. They were giving her the opportunity, so she took it, got fouled, and she'll be at the line right now.
Yeah, Nora hot from the line tonight. She is 5 for 6 from the line. Nord gets called for that foul, her 2nd personal. First free throw up by Nora is good. Nora now 6 for 7 from the free throw line. Rolls that one home. So Gamache 7 for 8 from the free throw line. Most of her points coming from the line, and she'll head to the bench as J.C. Brathwaite checks into the game for the Highlanders, young freshman point guard. And Rivera is going to cross her over right off the bat. As she misses the shot, though, foul's going to be called. That's going to go against Gertisha Morales, battling for that rebound. So that will send the Tide to the line as it's the 5th team foul against the Highlanders here in the 4th quarter. Morales' second personal. Rivera will be at the line. Rivera 3 for 6 from the line. Makes the first. Second shot by Rivera is good.
Well done.
Harrison finds Brathwaite. And she loses it as Rivera last to touch it. It's now Ramadan inbounding to Brathwaite. And JC able to break that pressure. Driving all the way in as Brathwaite puts it home. JC Brathwaite with the bucket. Highlanders lead by 32. As Brathwaite defending Rivera now. Rivera tried to pass that to the interior. Gertisha Morales right there. And another travel called against Gertisha. She didn't quite release that ball before the momentum moved that pivot foot.
And both teams tonight have had many traveling violations, Todd, and that I know Coach Bonomo probably emphasizing ball handling this week, especially to make sure the traveling violation doesn't occur.
Three-pointer by Rivera, no good. Morales batting for the rebound.
When young J.C. Brathwaite brought the up last time, Todd, she was very impressive because instead of coming up the sideline, she came up the middle, gave herself an opportunity to split the defenders and go in and make that nice layup.
Brathwaite this time forced out by Rivera. That's going to be Rivera's 5th. Now she is fouled out of the game. Seven points on the night for Juliana Rivera. As you see the speed, we've talked about the speed of Nora Gamache, but the speed of J.C. Brathwaite was what got her the position ahead of Rivera, causing Rivera to force her out there. And you commented on that in terms of the JV game that you refereed earlier, Jack, that J.C. Brathwaite really impressed you.
And the important thing is she looks up to see what's ahead of her. She can handle the ball. And in that case, you get called for pushing off with the elbow right in front of the referee. Easy call to make.
Third personal, 15.
Actually, Ramadan called for that one.
Oh, there we go.
Third personal on Ramadan. The entry pass. There's Ramadan to steal that one away. Timeout taken by head coach Ricardo Bonhomme for the Highlanders. So the Highlanders lead this one. 32 points is the differential, 54-22. 2:26 remaining here in the game. Gives me the opportunity to remind you we have a big hockey game coming up this weekend as well. It's a 12 noon start, as the Highlander hockey team, they are coming off a tough overtime loss to Medford. They will be hosting the Everett Crimson Tide. As the Everett, that's a unified team of Everett and Revere, will be facing off against the Highlander hockey team. Highlanders 1-9 on the season, a tough season this year, young rebuilding team for the Highlander for the Highlanders on the ice. Tough that loss at Medford. They're going to look to bounce back this Saturday. 12 o'clock start at Veterans Ice Rink in Somerville as they face off against Everett, looking to get some revenge after Everett beat them earlier this year. Myself, Tyler Arrego, will have the call of that game here on Somerville NTV beginning at noon. So make sure you've mashed your buttons, you've signed up for those notifications. You know when we've got those live coverages coming for you. Hockey coming up, Tufts Classic coming up on January 18th, and a big run of boys games. Huge things going on for that boys team as they are right now 5-1, looking great. Jacob Underwood-Roach doing a great job for that team, along with Julian Goodrich as well. A couple great players on that team having great offensive seasons for head coach Mark Antonelli, and the opportunity there for that team to really have a good run of home games and get some revenge, hopefully, against Chelsea and battle for the GBL championship. As the inbounds comes to Rickson at midcourt, she gets it off to Harrison. Harrison covered up by Crimson Tide defenders, loses the control. And now Martinez has it for the Tide. Brathwaite able to go over top of that screen, tried to get it to Nord on the pick and roll, but out of bounds as Nord couldn't handle the pass. Good idea there, love the pick and roll.
Good deal, and young Brathwaite did a very nice job moving through the screen, staying with her player, and moved very efficiently.
As the pressure being applied, Brathwaite looking to break it here with Martinez on her. Good job by Rickson there with the screen. As Brathwaite tried to save that from going out of bounds. She was the last to touch it, though. Crimson Tide will get it with just under 2 minutes remaining in the game.
Young Brathwaite, Todd, showed really good smarts in coming up the side, cutting back into the middle where she had plenty of room to operate. She keeps her head up and not worrying about looking at the ball. She can see what's ahead of her. Unusual for freshmen.
And pick and roll here with Nord and Martinez. Nord unable to finish, though. She was around the rim. Martinez, as the ball squirts out of the lane to her, and she'll drive the bucket there. She'll go to the line, shooting two. Martinez 0 for 2 from the line tonight. That foul picked up by Miriam Ramadan. That's her 4th of the game. Martinez makes the first. As the Highlanders will be turning over the roster, as head coach Ricardo Bonhomme sends in younger players. Number 2, Olivia Ravello out on the floor. Number 3, Sophia Bianami. Emily Joggin, number 5. Abby McDonald is number 14, and J.C. Brathwaite will stay out there. This was the team you got to see play earlier, Jack, when you were the referee.
Well, ball handling's the key right now, is just make sure to hold on to the ball.
As that will be a foul called, I believe, against the Highlanders, as Ravello gets rung up on that one. Or did she go out of bounds?
No,
she went out of bounds.
Stepped out.
Now Martinez gets it to Nord. Nord's shot is up, no good. Bianami comes away with a rebound. Bianami tries to find McDonald. It winds up with Brathwaite. Brathwaite down floor looking for Ravello, gets stolen away as Vertiro had it.
Nice hustle.
And travel's going to be the call there. Turnover back to the Crimson Tide. Minute 2 remaining. It's the Highlanders with the 30-point lead. Great job defensively here in the second half for the Highlanders as they have held the Crimson Tide to 7 points in the second half. Martinez's shot is up, it's no good. Bienemy comes away with the rebound, tries to get it out to Brathwaite. Martinez steals that one away, tries to get it down to Nord. Nord unable to handle the pass, goes out of bounds. 44 seconds remaining in the game. As Joggin inbounds it to Ravello. Ravello's got Bienemy right here to the near side, gets it to her, and they break the pressure with Brathwaite. Brathwaite looking for McDonald, but too far. Abby has not grown that much to be able to reach that one.
Bradford a little bit too excited. Probably the better move would have been to just hold on to the ball and kill some more of the clock. A 30-point lead, there's no reason to be in a hurry.
Shot put in from the left corner, no good for Rosita Pineda. As the Highlanders come away with the rebound, Brathwaite passes it down to Joggin, and looks like Joggin's going to be fouled there. As a foul will go against Ashley Heath. Heath picks up her second. Joggin will inbounds with 14 seconds remaining. She gets that into Ravello.
Get the ball outside.
Brathwaite, she'll drive in. Runner put up by JC, no good. Joggin tried to steal that one away from Vertero, but it wound up with Martinez. Martinez will drive in, and as the buzzer sounds, misses the bucket, and the Highlanders take this one by the score of 54-24. An excellent 30-point victory for the Highlanders coming off of those two heartbreaking losses. A good way to right the ship, Jack. They came out, did a great job offensively, and really did a fantastic job defensively in the second half, holding the Crimson Tide to only 7 points in the second half of this game.
I was very, very impressed, Todd, with the defense, and especially the work that both Ava Martin and Katisha Morales were able to do on both the offensive and the defensive boards. The Highlanders all rebounding tonight. Unfortunately, Everett just was not in a good offensive mood whatsoever. They're very difficult trying to go to the basket. Highlanders own the rebounders and were able to take advantage of many turnover opportunities they were presented with when there were traveling violations galore, and when Everett got behind, they were just way too much of a hurry to try and make up the difference. The Highlanders did a very nice job defensively on containing both co-captains and took advantage of all the fouls that the Crimson Tide got into early on in the contest. Very good win tonight, and I think Coach Connolly must be very pleased overall with the showing of all the athletes here tonight. I know Miss Antonelli will be at the free throw line quite a bit this week, not shooting as well as she could have, but very nice to see Nora Gamache play the game that she did, making free throws and handling the ball as well as she did. Very impressive overall, but it looks like an exciting couple of weeks ahead for the Highlanders. Especially when you see them over at Tufts in a week from Sunday. It should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's going to be a great time over at Cousins Gymnasium. Don't forget, once again, that will be on Sunday, January 18th, 12 o'clock start for the girls, 1:30 start for the boys. Talk about the scorers tonight. Leading scorer for the Crimson Tide, Kat Landaverde had 7, Juliana Rivera had 7. Highlanders did a great job on those two offensive players for the Crimson Tide.
Well,
as Ava Martin against Landaverde did a great job, as well as Gamache and Antonelli on Rivera. Fantastic job on those two players. Over on the offensive end for the Highlanders, leading scorer was Ava Martin with 14 points. Regan Antonelli had 13 points for the Highlanders. Nora Gamache 11 points. And Amari Kurgo had 10 points for the Highlanders. Don't forget as well, senior Miriam Ramadan with 2 points. Fiona Rickson, the junior, out there with 2 points, and the young freshman JC Brathwaite, she got 2 points as well, as we glimpsed a bit of the future towards the end of this 30-point win for the Highlanders. Really good job by the Highlanders. Great offensive performance for Ava Martin, as well as a defensive performance for her. Katisha Morales, got to watch those stutter steps. Had too many open looks to run to the basket and too many travels, but a great job defensively, and again on the boards for Gertisha, as always from her. It was great to see also the younger players getting out there.
The balanced scoring tonight, Todd, says it all. To see that all of the scorers are within a point or two of each other really says an awful lot, and how well they contain the Everett Crimson Tide players. Very well done. I think Katisha Morales might have had another 4 or 8 points easily if those travel calls didn't occur. But like I said, I'm sure there'll be a few drills emphasized, especially handling the ball. But a great showing by the Highlanders tonight. A 30-point win, very impressive, and looking forward to making sure that the week ahead is going to be a lot of fun as they work out and get ready for the next couple of weeks, which will be a a lot of contests away from the very friendly confines of the Gene Brune Fieldhouse.
No doubt about that. They will go on the road. The boys will be here at Brune Fieldhouse for a bunch of games in a row. Highlanders move their record to 4-0 in the GBL, first place in the GBL, 5-2 overall. Everett falls to 2-3 in the 2-3 overall, 2-2 in the GBL. And by the way, MIAA rankings for all winter sports will be out tomorrow on the 9th. So go to MIAA.net tomorrow afternoon. You'll be able to find out where the Highlanders are ranked both on the boys and girls side in Division II basketball. It could be a decent ranking. We'll see. That will do it for us here tonight from Brune Fieldhouse. Thank you so much for watching at home as the Highlanders come away with a 30-point victory, 54-24 over the Crimson Tide of Everett. Thank you for watching at home. Thank you very much, Jack Connolly, on commentary. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much. The Bemis on camera for us today, along with production. Joe Constantine, he's our director. I'm Todd Harmon, and you have been watching Somerville Highlander Girls Basketball on Somerville EdTV.